Morning, my fellow Americans and PAC members. We've got some exciting things coming across my desk today. Some executive orders I'm going to be putting into action. Some of them are very exciting, long overdue. We got some here that are going to save you a lot of money. I'm real excited about it here. So we got some other things here that are just a little bit archaic. It's time for them to go. And we're going to put that into action here today. So without further ado, this is a good one here. Alright, so we've got here the Bo Baggin Act, Executive Order number 2025-001. We are lifting the breed ban in the daycare and deluxe bed and breakfast. It's time for it to go. It's an archaic practice, so we're going to read a little bit more into detail about this one here. By the authority vested in me as president of Cappuccino Dog Training Inc., and in recognition of the commitment in a fair, evidence-based canine management practice, I hereby enact the Bo Baggin Act, ordering the immediate revocation of the breed-specific restriction commonly referred to as the pitbull ban within our daycare and deluxe bed and breakfast programs. Section 1. Policy shift to temperament-based assessment. Effective immediately, all dogs will be evaluated based on individual temperament rather than breed classification. While it is acknowledged that certain breeds, including but not limited to the American Pitbull Terrier and related breeds, may have genetic predisposition towards high prey drive and same-sex dog aggression, it is equally recognized that well-bred, stable, and properly socialized individuals can thrive in a structured and supervised environment. And that's what we provide here. We have nothing but the best. We have the best trainers. We have the best handlers. We've got nothing to worry about here. So Section 2, implementation of a one-strike policy. And this goes for all dogs regardless of breed or genetics. In order to maintain the highest standards of safety for all dogs and handlers within our care, the following zero-tolerance altercation policy will be enacted. Any dog that engages in an altercation resulting in the injury of another dog or handler will be immediately dismissed from daycare and our deluxe bed and breakfast program. If they're here causing fights and they're biting our people, we don't want them. They gotta go. Other than that, if your dog's stable-tempered and social, you ain't got nothing to worry about. This policy applies to all breeds without exception and will be enforced to uphold a safe and harmonious environment. Incidents will be thoroughly reviewed by our professional dog handler and training team to ensure accurate assessment and enforcement. Section 3. Handler training and safety measures. To support this transition and mitigate risk, all staff members will receive advanced training in canine behavior, de-escalation techniques, and breed-specific traits to ensure the highest level of excellence and safety within our daycare program. Structured supervision protocols will be enforced to the highest level, including separate play groups based on temperament, compatibility, rather than breed stereotypes. Any dog displaying warning signs or incompatibility, stress, or aggression will be subject to immediate reassessment and potential removal from group settings. Section 4. Effective date and enforcement. This executive order, known as the Bo Baggin Act, is effective immediately upon issuance. Compliance and enforcement will be overseen by myself personally to ensure the integrity of this policy and the safety of all dogs and handlers within our care. Let it be known that Cappuccino Dog Training Inc. remains dedicated to responsible, ethical canine management, ensuring every dog will be evaluated as an individual while maintaining the highest safety standards for all. we're going to give this pen to Bronco's family. It's a very nice cheese basket for the holidays. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Next order of action here. Alright, this is a good one, guys. This one is going to save you a lot of money. So I know that it was an unpopular policy implementing the 5% fee on the credit cards, but you know, guys, at the end of the day, we got to make a living. So we're thinking of a fair way, a fair deal, pass on some savings. So we're going to go ahead here and read this one over. This is called the Fair Payment Act, Executive Order Number 2025-002. Authorizing Venmo as a payment option to reduce processing fees. By the authority vested in me as President of Cappuccino Dog Training Inc., and in recognition of our commitment to providing fair and cost-effective solutions to our valued clients, I hereby enact the Fair Payment Act, granting immediate authorization for the use of a Venmo as an alternative payment method. Section 1. Purpose and client benefit. Effective immediately, clients will have the option to process payments through Venmo in addition to existing payment methods. So we can still do cash and check, or if it's convenient for you, you can go ahead and keep paying the 5% processing fee. As long as we're getting paid at the end of the day, we're happy. So this is going to reduce the financial burdens by eliminating 5% of all associated fees associated with credit cards. And for those of you with some higher bills, this is going to save you a substantial amount of money per year. So this is going to be, we're going to talk about the implementation and procedure. Venmo payments will be accepted for all training services, daycare, boarding, and retail purchases. So you're going to be able to use that for everything, guys. Clients who choose to pay with Venmo will avoid the 5% credit card processing fee, allowing them to allocate more resources towards their families and their dog training needs and care. All Venmo transactions must be completed prior to service delivery or at the time that staff designates that payments are due, with confirmation provided to the designated Cappuccino dog training representative. All payments will be checked out in Ginger as per usual. Effective date and enforcement. This executive order, known as the Fair Payment Act, is effective immediately upon issuance. Compliance and implementation will be overseen by myself personally to ensure a seamless transition and clear communication of this policy to all clients and staff. Let it be known that Cappuccino Dog Training Inc. remains dedicated to fair pricing, client convenience, and financial transparency, ensuring that our customers receive the highest level of service without unnecessary costs. Right along here. Ha ha ha. This is a good one. Hold on to your seats. Okay, this one is known as the Dog License Mandate Removal Act. Alright, here we go. Executive Order Number 2025-003. By the authority vested in me as President of Cappuccino Dog Training Inc., and in recognition of our commitment to providing accessible and client-focused services, I hereby enact the Dog License Mandate Removal Act, which removes the requirement for dogs to have a valid Pennsylvania license to receive our services. This is a big one, guys, removing this pain-in-the-ass policy. Alright, so let's dive in a little bit more to this, because you do unfortunately still have legal obligations to the state, which we're working on, but this is what we can do for you on our end, so take a listen here. Section 1, Policy Update and Owner Responsibility. Effective immediately, Cappuccino Dog Training Inc. will no longer mandate proof of a current Pennsylvania dog license for participation in any of our services, including training, daycare, boarding, or for any purchases at our facility. However, in accordance to Pennsylvania state law, all dog owners are personally responsible for ensuring their dog's license is renewed annually or through a lifetime license. So that's required by the state. If the dog wardens do come out, there's nothing we can do. Unfortunately, there'll still be a fine associated with that. But we're no longer going to tell you your dog can't be here if they don't have their license. It's ridiculous. You have enough going on in your lives to worry about keeping everything current. Section 2, State Law and Compliance Penalties. While we strongly recommend maintaining a current dog license, all clients must be aware that Pennsylvania state law requires dogs 3 months of age and older to have a valid license. If inspected by the state dog warden, any owner with an unlicensed dog is subject to a fine of $500 per violation. So talk to the state, make sure you vote for that one, folks. Cappuccino Dog Training Inc. will not be responsible for any fines or legal penalties incurred due to noncompliance with state requirements. Section 3, Effective Date and Enforcement. This executive order, known as the Dog License Mandate Removal Act, will be effective immediate upon issuance. Compliance and enforcement will be overseen by myself personally to ensure clear communication of this policy while maintaining transparency with our state laws, which again, I don't have much control over. We're working on it, but this is a step. This is very good. Let it be known that Cappuccino Dog Training Inc. remains dedicated to providing top-tier services without unnecessary barriers, while also encouraging responsible pet ownership in accordance with state requirements. I'm going to be very happy to be signing this one. All right, Pack, I want to thank you all for being here with us today. That's some exciting progress forward, getting into the busy season. Spring's right around the corner. Better make those reservations. They're filling up quick. So I hope that everyone, no matter what side you were on, was able to get a good laugh out of this today, because I think as a country we all really need that. We all need to come together, and if we can find one thing in common, it's through our dogs. They've got that unconditional love, and I think we could all learn a very good lesson if we just take a look and watch our dogs a little bit more, ladies and gentlemen. So, Justin Cappuccino, your president, signing out. God bless you all, and God bless America.